What's up, top tier contractors? Today I'm with Patrick, owner of All Purpose Site Solutions, and we're gonna go over his results and his journey on running ads. We started working together with creating branded content, creating branded YouTube videos, continue to just help him and navigate him with his online presence. And we ended up taking the initiative to run ads. And I have him here today to share some results, share his story on how it's been going for him. How are you, brother?
Great, man. I was excited to see you. Things are going wonderful, and we're trying to stay as busy as possible.
Yeah, now it's hard to get on your schedule. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, nah, I'm happy to hear the results you've been getting from your ads. I have a couple questions here, so we'll make it easy and quick and however the conversation flows. But before we started working together, what was your biggest struggle trying to get leads for your cabinet refinishing business?
Obviously, like before we even started the ads, we started, the marketing, the video form, the YouTube. So that all helped people just to know who we were because nobody knew who I was, what we did, or anything. Like nobody was interested in us. So you help people get curious about us. And then once we started running the ads and everything, people started to notice who we were. So before you, we hired other marketing companies and all they did was run like AI ads, right? Like it was all, cookie cutters. There was nothing special. It was just an arm sprain and that's it. So people didn't know who I was, or they just saw video. They didn't really get to see us as a brand or us as human. They just saw literally AI. And then you came in, I told you I wanted to record an ad, and you came up with all the ideas. And so now when I go into somebody's house, they're like, "Oh, it's really you."
Yeah, yeah.
They're excited to see me. Like they're like, "Oh wow, it's really you. It's you're the one that's gonna do the work. You're the guy. You're the guy that we want." As opposed to you're just an arm, and then you're gonna, owner, and you're gonna have a crew come in and do the work. Because I do 90% of the work. So it definitely helps out when homeowners are excited and I'm walking through the door and physically doing the work and selling the work.
How good is that feeling though? Like as soon as you come in, it's like, oh yeah, you're the one from the ads. Like it's just how good is that feeling?
Yeah, no, it's good. It makes me feel like a tiny kind of like celebrity, right? In my own little world. But it makes me more confident. All joking aside, it does make me feel confident when I walk in the door and they're like, "Oh, it's you. You're the guy that we want. You're the guy that we saw. We watch your video. We see it. We understand what you go through. They see the customer or the client, testimonials that we post, and it gives me confidence and it gives me the drive to like want to get better.
And what made you want to continue to run ads even after trying it with a different marketing agency and not having the results you wanted?
Because I always said, like, when everybody came up to us and like, "Oh, we can do this for you, we can do that for you," like nobody ever like cared about what I wanted. It was just, "We can do this for you, we can scale, we can blah blah blah," right? But nobody took the time to understand when I'm like, I just want to bet on myself. Like I want to be in the ads. Like, I'm not polished. I'm not like, you know, I'm not a guy that trained to be on TV or ads or anything like that. But I was just like, listen, I'm doing the work. I need to be in the front line. I need to show people who we are and who I am. And I just always said I need to bet on myself. So you were the only one that didn't come when I asked to work with, didn't was like, well, let's just pretend it's not you. You're the only one that was like, we got to get you in front of the camera, and we got to get you talking, and we got to get you in the ads, and it all worked from that because I bet on myself, and you're I knew whatever you did was going to work, so I was just like, I had the right person, and you gave me the push to be confident and get in front of the camera.
Anything that stood out to you from me that you was just like, I'm willing to take the chance even with working with him.
Well, everything, from day one, you were easy to talk to, you were easy to work with. We joked around, we got to know each other. You were honest. I don't think you ever promised anything that you didn't deliver, right? It was just like on brand every step on the way, super professional. And the hat, man, I've always seen a hat. I'm like, that's blow, everything, man. There's not, if somebody is questioning to hire you is just because I don't know what they're thinking. They're obviously not the right minded people, but um, it was just a no brainer. I don't know how else to put it on words to let you know like how much you impact our business.
That means a lot, brother. That really does. And Dang, you almost gonna get me emotional, man. Nah, that means a lot. That just
We talk about this, we talk about this on camera, off camera, on the phone, and it's true. Like all the hard work that we put into together. I see you out do your thing for the contractors, and I follow them, and I love it. I see the results you're getting for them, and I'm so excited for everybody. And then when I see us in that same situation, I'm like, see this, I knew it was going to work. I knew I just had the right people, and just getting along with the right people and getting together, it's so important.
yeah. Sometimes we don't know who we're gonna impact until we're finally with the person and building with them, and it's like, oh snap! Now we can look up and see how far we've come, and this is how far we have come together. And this was the whole point of even doing all this because, you do want to grow, and just having that story wherever life takes us is like, at least we got to live this moment together. Like I'm happy we've got to come in and build together. The beginning was not the easiest because, yeah, like you said, you wasn't a person that was uh used to being on camera, but you were willing to give it a try. You were willing to push yourself, and that's what I respected the most about you, because entrepreneurship is about wanting to grow, having that desire to grow. You don't just get the results without putting the action behind it, and you're willing to put every step you needed to in order to get to this point. And I was like, if he's willing to do that, then I'm gonna continue to go 10 times harder for him, because why are we gonna slow down anything now? I know you were running ads yourself, and what were the results for you running ads yourself? Because you still gave it a try, even with your own creatives.
Yeah, they were okay. They're not like what we're running right now. So we weren't marketing to the right person. We weren't saying the right things. We weren't grabbing attention, and it was a lot of before and after pictures. Right? It was just like kind of still the old mentality of AI. Just show the work, show the before, show the after. It wasn't unique. Right? It was just like everybody else. Right? Like I see other contractors running ads too, and it's like we didn't stand apart from anybody. It was just the same thing. So I could send anybody to sell those jobs, and if they're a good salesperson, they would. But it wasn't the feeling that I get when I walk into somebody's home and somebody's like, "Yeah, that's a guy. That's the guy that we saw. That's the guy we watch. Now we follow you. We see your videos. So it's like night and day."
How important do you think creative content is now after seeing the difference between regular ads and strategic branded ads?
So important. Like if somebody started a business, it's the first thing I tell them. Like I have friends that have businesses, and I see them posting years of work, and I call them up right away, and I'm like, "Just posting your work and get in front of that camera, like get content." Like you don't understand like how important it is for people just to know you. Like it's like you're the brand. Like you're not. Don't hide behind it. Just get in front of the camera, and like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? Like I was just like, that's what I tell people. What's the worst happen? Somebody doesn't follow you, and I'll never forget what you said. I'll never, and to this day, it sticks in the back of my head when people don't watch you. If they don't watch you, if they're not following you, those aren't your clients. So who cares? They're not going to buy from you anyway. It's
Yeah,
like it's the first thing I think you ever said to me. I don't know if you remember that. I tell people, and I don't take credit. I'm like, "Look, Flo told me this, and it's the truth." So I was like, get in front of that camera. Do not be afraid.
and that's the thing with a lot of contractors, is that they try to be for everyone on social media. And when you try to be for everyone, when you feel like you're not pleasing everyone in your content, or you're not creating something that will um, be for everyone, then you feel like it's just not going to be worth it at all. And so they get into this like, oh, they don't like me. They don't want to watch my content. They don't appreciate what I post. You fall into that trap of being too scared to voice your opinion or your values or your belief about how you really run your business, because you don't want to say the wrong thing to either piss people off, or like, if you don't have any negative comments, you're not running a business. Like you're not doing anything on social media, because there's no matter how influential you're going to be on, you decide to be, there's always going to be a group of people that just don't agree with you. And that's what branding is. Branding is that you do something a certain way, and there's an audience that agrees with you, with those values, with that perspective, and there's also a group of people that don't, right? So people got to be ready for that. People have to be ready for all of that. What changes? What changes did you notice once the ads and branded content strategy started working together?
The homes, right? So I saw the clientele change. We started kind of assessing things in the value form. We got to the places that we wanted to be to, and right, like we knew where our goal was. We love doing average size kitchens. We like doing small kitchens because they're great people, and also not only are we getting to bigger homes and bigger kitchens, but we are really getting to better people.
Yeah.
Like there's not that many people that I went and met with, and I was like, wow, this is a bad human being. I want to get out of here. Like every person is like they're vetting us. I get to vet them, and like it's like, well, I'm gonna be friends with this person when we're done. You know, like the last interview I just had, right? Like the last estimate that we just booked, half the conversation was about the kitchen. I was there for about like an hour, and the rest of the conversation was just about like our lives, our beliefs, what we like to do, about like their partying because they're gonna have a big barbecue or family. Like it makes like people feel like they're comfortable with me in a way because they
Yeah.
see so much. And I think that helps, right? It makes it just easier where these people are like, yeah, come on in. So the exposure really puts you in a different light than another contractor would just come in and be like, yeah, we saw the pictures, they look great, but we don't know who you are. So like now you have to build trust. So we're building that trust before we get into people's homes.
So now you've been getting into the homes that you wanted to with the ads that we've been creating. So we've targeted the area that you wanted to get in. You got in there. People are valuing your expertise. They're trusting you before you arrive. Uh, Everything is going smooth. So in the past 2 weeks, no, in the past 4 weeks so far, there's been a total of 45 leads. Your cost per lead is around, what was it, $30, $32 or something like that. Um, what's the average you would say that you've made in total with the leads that you have closed so far?
Well,
Wait, what was the goal that you had before we started running ads?
I think the goal was just to get like a month booked, right? Get
Yeah.
like, hey, let's get May booked, let's get some work in. And now the goal has changed. The goal is like now we're looking 2-3 months ahead. We just had a conversation about like, hey, we should start pushing Christmas now. But like we're around like 80K right now with the leads starting about like a month ago. And we're not gonna stop. So we want to be in a specific number at the end of the year. And I think this is a way to get there.
And there's around six figures that's still floating inside from all the leads that you still got to follow up with.
Yeah, so there's a few people that, and I always feel like it's all right, right? Like not everybody's gonna sign on the initial part.
Mhm.
So I feel like it takes like 3 or 4 or 5 conversations for people to sign because it is a lot of money and they want to get the right person. So yeah, we'll follow up with them, and I'm confident enough that we're gonna end up getting them on our schedule.
I'm excited. I'm happy for you, brother. One last question. If a contractor is currently trying to do everything themselves, like you were before, what advice would you give them after going through this experience?
Got to get the right people. Like it's okay to fail. It's okay to try everything and do it on yourself. Because I feel like I still do, but you got to hire the right people and get out of the way. It took a long time for me to really understand because I've heard that in the past, but I never really understood it. I would always get in my way because I would do it this way, I have to do it that way. But if you hire the right people and you can get with the right people and just get out of the way and trust their vision for you, because you have good people that believe in you and want you to succeed, then just get out of the way and let them help you.
Amazing, brother. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. I've been super proud of you up until this point that, just watching you grow, being a part of the growth. I'm happy to be a part of all of it, all of it. And I'm excited to what we continue to do together. I know you have a
Yeah.
lot of exciting projects coming up.
Yeah, I hope you know the ones that are out there that I'm dying to get. But I never have to look for another videographer forever, and a friend, and I love that, and I'm proud as you are proud as me. I see you grow. I see your success, and I love that for you. I'm your biggest fan, and if somebody tells me they need anything like a videographer, I always recommend you. You know that.
Thank you so much, brother. Where can people find you if they need any cabinet refinishing projects from a true professional?
You can call me 347-415-4504. Check out our Instagram, All Purpose Site Solution, our website, allpurposesitesolution.com, or email us at allpurposesitesolution@gmail.com. We got to fix that name.
We got to definitely fix the name. We're working on some rebranding as well in the future. But if you guys need help branding your business on social media, then go ahead and reach out to me. I'm going to leave my information down below. And you heard it from Patrick of the results of what he gotten. We could definitely help you get there as well and beyond that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Patrick, thank you so much, brother. And I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, it's a pleasure, my brother. Thank you, man.